It is now time for the final topic. So, guys, this particular topic I wanted to save for the stream because I don't really see too many people talking about this. The news just dropped today from what I saw. I could be wrong, but from what I saw, usually Eurogamer is first on this. But ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to report, and you will remember that we made fun of this game a lot. And I'm sure the shills are going to be very angry over this. But the studio that has been closed and all the developers have been fired is none other than the studio that made the absolute trash heap of a remake of Until Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys remember, we covered the Until Dawn remake extensively. We even looked at it on Saturday Night Hypnosis. We called it Until Light because it was not scary at all. They took away all the darkness of it. They took away all that nonsense. They remade this game and they made it worse. They made it worse in every measure imaginable. Well, we had all the shills out there saying, oh, you guys don't play games. You're just mad for no reason. The game is fine. People are loving it. Everybody's happy, blah, 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 whatever. Well, apparently the studio that remade the game has reportedly been closed and all the developers have been fired. So let's cover the story and let's see what we got going on. Until Dawn remake studio Ballistic has reportedly effectively closed amid claims only a handful of employees at most remain, and none of them are developers. Ballistic, which is based in the UK, confirmed a round of redundancies last year, saying it has made the tough decision to significantly scale down our team to secure the future of our studio. However, a new report by Insider Gaming claims that the studio quietly made a second round of redundancies towards the end of last year. Well, that's because they don't want to give us the ammo. They don't want to give us the information. They try to keep everything as quiet as humanly possible because they know that people are going to be talking about this nonstop. They know that. According to the publication sources, roughly 40 employees were let go in October, with remaining staff kept on to provide post-launch support for Ballistic's Until Dawn remake. However, it's claimed these developers, equating to around 20 employees, lost their jobs in December, leaving only the studio's founders and possibly a handful of employees at most. Reportedly, Ballistic's entire PR, marketing, and development teams are now fired and gone. People are sharing bugs they found in the game to make the team aware, a source told the publication, but there is no one working on patch support for the game anymore. Bro, this is why transparency is huge when it comes to the gaming industry. Transparency is huge. This is also why Steam updated its rules for like early access games to try to inform people when the last time the game was updated. This is huge. The game is still live. The game, you could still buy the game. And if there is bugs with the game, if there's issues with the game, and there's nobody to fix it, nobody to patch it, I feel like that's something you should tell people, right? I feel like that's something that should be notated when you go to buy this game on any digital store. That's insanity. How old is the game? The game came out recently. The Until Dawn remake came out recently. Well, not super recently, but like at least within a few months. It came out last year. Insider Gaming claims that the job losses follow unsuccessful attempts by Ballistic's founders to pitch new projects, secure funding, and keep things moving forward. Don't you guys find it interesting how many studios are struggling to suddenly find funding now that Trump is in office and Doge is cracking down on all this spending that was happening from USAID? Don't you guys find this to be very, very interesting information? That suddenly they can't seem to get any funding for anything anymore? All these studios are just closing down now? And they always have the same excuse. They always have the same excuse. Nobody's buying our ideas. We can't pitch. We can't get funding. We can't get. I wonder why that is. It's incredible. It also said that discussions were had with Sony to secure funding for additional Until Dawn updates, possibly even another game, but they never reached fruition. Eurogamer has reached out to Ballistic for comment. Word of additional redundancies at Ballistic comes as job cuts and studio closures continue across the games industry. February alone saw the likes of Monolith Productions, which, by the way, Monolith had the same excuse. Player First Games, Warner Brothers Games San Diego shut their doors. Layoffs also confirmed that Marvel Rivals U.S. development team, the Callisto Protocol developer Striking Distance, and Surgeon Simulator Studio Bossa Games. This week has also seen further job losses at PlayStation following the cancellation of multiple live service games, and still wakes the Deep Publisher Secret Mode confirmed a small number of layoffs following its sale to an investment firm. Bro, the gaming industry is in turmoil. I don't know how else to explain it other than that. The amount of layoffs, the amount of nonsense that is happening in the gaming industry right now is insane. And I don't think people even realize it. I would even suffice to say that it's more of a bloodbath now than it was last year, because the amount of firings that are happening within the first 3 months of this year being live is way crazier than the last 6 months of last year. I'm not even kidding. And last year saw thousands upon thousands of people fired. But this year, we are only 2.5 months in, not even a half. We're 2 months and like a week in. And it is insane what's happening out there. And the reason why is because, again, I want to reiterate, I find it extremely ironic. There may be a connection. There may not be a connection. But I find it ironic that these studios are not getting funding anymore, or are struggling to find funding for these projects that otherwise would have been funded in the past. They suddenly cannot find funding. They cannot get anybody to buy their project anymore ever since Trump got into office. I just find it extremely ironic. And again, I don't know if there's a connection, but I would suffice to say there has to be something going on, because with the Doge department cutting all this funding from a multitude of different organizations, some of which are based in entertainment, there's a problem here. There is a big problem here. So obviously, I wanted to share this news with you because I thought it was hilarious. I wonder where all the shills are at. I wonder where all the shills are at right now. The people who try to say we're just haters. The game is fine. Everybody loves the remake. Nobody cares that it's not dark anymore. It's not scary anymore. Nobody cares that the setting was ruined with the new engine. Where are those people? Where are those people? Nowhere to be found. They're not even playing this game. They're playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Let's be fucking real. Let's be real. They're not playing this game. They're playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Let's be real.